Welcome to this edition of Inside Jokes RV. This is yours truly, Joe Shelton. Hey, look, sorry I haven't been able to get this rig out and get some more content out for you, but life has been lifing, and not in a bad way. So I don't put that, not in a bad way, just things, have been able to get out, get the rig out. But it's a weekend after Monday after Thanksgiving, and it was been warm, 70, 80 degrees, and all of a sudden this cold front came in. Now we're in freezing temperature, so I need to get over here to the rig and get it winterized real quick, get it started up, and get these air lines blown out. All right, here we go. I keep this little battery charger maintainer on the RV. You can see it cuts off, so it's down 12. It's way down, so I'm gonna have to boost this battery off. Let me know what you do with your battery. Do you disconnect it from the terminal? This is the engine battery. Do you all take this battery out? Do you disconnect it? What do you do during the summer, winter months to keep this battery? So I might have to do that just to keep this battery healthy for the spring when come around. All right. So let me go get my boosters out and get this battery up. All right, I'm gonna talk a little loud. I got my air compressor rolling. The one type of winterizing I do, I don't pour the antifreeze stuff through the lines. I just sort of blow my lines out, get all the water out of the lines of the system, and I pour a little antifreeze down into the traps and into the toilet. So I don't pump the antifreeze through the lines like some people do. So it just depends on where you live. If you live in a super harsh, up north somewhere, you probably would do that. But down here, south, it gets cold, but not that to the point where I need to do that. So letting that compressor fill up with air. Now let's get this battery on, this battery charger on, and get this engine started. And if you don't have one of these things for your car, there for your RV, you need to look into it. I talked about this in one of my previous videos. I'll put the link here so you can check it out. Battery charger. Also operates as a flashlight. Hold that on. Flashlight. See that? Then also, you need to charge up your phone, power bank for your phone, and stuff like that. So look into that. Definitely need one of those when you're trying with the RV. All right. Got the engine running. Now I'm gonna get in here and cut the heat on. I'm gonna let this thing run for a while, y'all. All right. All right. I always like to keep a little thermostat in here just to get that temperature of the room. I might look into it's a thermostat I think you could buy. You can connect it to Wi-Fi, so when I'm not here, I can still monitor the temperature outside the RV. I might look into one of those things since I don't store the RV where I live. All right, another thing, I think I'm gonna have to end up replacing this whole fixture. I thought it was the bulb, so maybe it's something wrong with this entire. So it's another project I need to do when it warms up. And y'all, I did another. Turn this radio down. I did a video back when I changed all these LED bulbs, and I got the white bulbs. And I'm thinking I don't know if I like those now. I think I'm gonna go with the brownish, I don't know if that's called the sunlight bulbs, but I think I'm gonna change all these, I like the brown bulbs to match the sort of the tone of the brown wood. So that'll be another project I put down. I'm gonna do spring. All right, so I did cut my heat on, cut my LP gas on, cut the heat on. I don't think I've ever run heat in here because I've never done anything in the summer, winter time. But as I'm feeling on here, it is blowing out warm air. So it is blowing out warm air. That's a good sign. All right, looking through the RV, everything looks cool. Closed all my windows, closed all my vents. I leave those open in the summertime so the heat can escape up out of here. So I'm gonna let this thing run. Then I'm gonna drain out my water, my fresh water tank, and blow the compressor through the lines to get all the water out of the lines. Your hot water. I already released the pressure from right here, so there's no pressure in the tank. You should start seeing water come from that. There we go. That's the anode in there. Anode looks perfect. Now we're gonna let all that water drain from the hot water tank. It's cold right now because I haven't had the gas on. All right, so now here is the drain plug for the fresh water tank. And if you can see it right, not so much light under here, but just pull this thing up. And you'll see all the water from your fresh water will start draining. So, let those things drain and then blow these air lines out. All right, so now, city water connection. Brief explanation of city water connection. When you connect your water to here, your hose pipe, it goes straight to the lines like regular plumbing coming from the street or your city. This goes straight to the sink, straight to the toilet, straight to the shower. This goes straight through the lines of the RV. These are the lines that you have to clear out. You want to get the water out of all those lines. Now, some people pump the pink RV antifreeze through these lines to get them through those lines. And again, depending on where you live, that depends on whether you want to do that. But not, I've been doing most part, I just hook up an air compressor, some air compressor there, one of these fittings that'll fit onto the end of your air compressor. Screw it in here. Screw it in there, connect your air line. All right, and so what that would do, you'll start hearing air blow through your lines, open up all your valves, your sinks, showers, open up all those valves so all that water can blow through. And I'll show you in just a second. So here we go. And make sure you don't have your the pressure on your compressor not too high, about 115, 120 will get the job done. All right, let me pause. Okay, guys, I've done my winterization process that I've chosen to do. On a good day, doesn't take you about 30 minutes to get this whole process completed. Mainly just getting the water out of your lines, draining your hot water tank, and draining your fresh water tank. So that fresh water tank is still draining. It'll drain overnight. So, and that's my process of winterizing. Now, like I mentioned before, some people do the winterization where they pump the antifreeze through the lines, and a more thorough process, and which is good. You know, like I said, if you're in a harsh climate weather and you're keeping your RV stored for long periods of time, and I think that's probably the best thing for you to do. But the downside of that, you know, we're living in the South, we might get a weekend where it's 80 degrees in January or February. So that's a great time just to jump into your rig and go out and enjoy your local state park or RV resort or something that's nearby. So you don't have to worry about getting all that antifreeze out of your lines before you use your sinks and things like that. So this, I think majority of people probably do this method of winterization. So let me know what you do. And again, I apologize, haven't gotten the rig back out, but I guarantee you, starting in spring and warms back up, we're gonna be out here I've been mapping out several state parks that are in the area, and we're gonna try to tackle those state parks and things that are, within a 100-mile radius of Nashville, and then also plan some further trips, events and things coming up in the spring. So hopefully you click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I gotta figure out something to do. Maybe come with some type of content I can do. If you got something, what do you non-RVers do? I mean, what do RVers do who don't travel in the winter do to create your content? Let me know. All right, we're trying to come up with something. All right, peace.